Hi guys, so me and my group will present about the hazardous waste assignment which is taught by Miss Azrin. So for the subject code is a DMS 2523. So firstly I will introduce myself. My name is Gabriela Zeppelini Natsinan. So student ID is 1220103891. In my part is introduction. So in this introduction, our group have to choose one industry that produce waste. So our group have choose vessel maintenance industry. So vessel maintenance industry is a component of our modern society to ensure the car, trucks or bus on another car to make sure it's safe and operational. But this industry have produced hazardous waste which is oil, fluids, battery, and another contaminated part which is can lead risk the environment and human health. So inside on this assignment report, my group already choose one hazardous waste and the characteristic by using SDS, and my group also discuss one treatment technology and methods for the hazardous waste. And last, my group also state how to handling hazardous waste in this industry, which is vessel maintenance industry, and classifying the suitable hazardous waste management. In additionally, it is what's important of responsible waste management practice in this industry, underscoring it is role in safeguarding our environment, protecting the human health, and ensuring a cleaner and safe future for all. So that's all for me. So I will pass to the next person. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Zuhair and I will be presenting about the characteristic of the used engine oil. From STS, what we found, it has two characteristics, which is carcinogenicity and flammability. So based on IARC, International Agency for Research on Cancer, they categorize untreated or mildly treated mineral oil used in engine oil are known as carcinogen, which can cause cancer to humans. Next, NTP classifies them with limited evidence in human or sufficient evidence in animal. OSHA lists specific components in used engine oil, such as hydrocarbon, chlorinated solvent, metals, and polynuclear aromatics are known as carcinogen. So in simple terms, handling or transporting used engine oil can lead to cancer. So people or department that handle this substance need to emphasize the need for caution when handling this substance or transporting in disposal or transporting this material. Next is flammability. According to the safety data sheet, used engine oil can burn but does not readily ignite on its own. So it cannot ignite on itself unless there is source of ignition like heat, spark, or flame. So proper handling and storage are essential to eliminate these ignition sources and prevent the ignition, because when the ignition happens, it can cause risk to environment, property, and health. Thank you. That's all from me.
So, good morning to Miss Adrin, which is our lecturer for hazardous waste management. So, today I will present about my part, which is treatment technology and disposal method. So, before I start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Felicia Rina Payat John, and I am from Dimosh 6A. My student ID is 1220103893. So in this world full of technologies, there is a lot of hazardous waste that we can see around us, which is from workshop or industry. So my group have choose the industry which is vehicle maintenance. So from this industry, I would like to talk about the lubricant oil. So for our information, lubricant oil is one of the most waste that reproduce every day and every year. This problem will affect to the environment and human health. So there is one of the treatment that can control this hazard, which is in physical and chemical technology, which is distillation. So for the distillation, it is a critical step in refining process of lubricant oil. So there is 5 method for this distillation, which is pre-treatment, fractional distillation, separation, condensation, and further processing. So first of all is pre-treatment. Pre-treatment is a first of the step that we can do in this distillation, which is prior to distillation, use lubricant oil undergoes pre-treatment, which is to remove large contaminants and free water. This step involves heating the oil to evaporate and filtration to remove solid particles. So the second step is fractional distillation. So in this fractional distillation, a treated lubricant oil is heated in a fractioning column which is subjected to different temperature zones. So the lighter components such as gasoline and diesel like fractions. So the third step is separation. So in this separation, the oil vapor rises through the column. It encounters tray for packing materials that facilitated separation based on boiling points. So these components are collected at different heights in the column. So the fourth step is condensation. So condensation, the evaporation fractions which are now separated based on their boiling points are condensed back into liquid form, and each fraction can be collected separately. So last but not least is further processing. So in this further processing, they are collected based oil fraction may undergo additional treatment. This is to remove any remaining impurities or contaminants, including further filtration and chemical treatment. So in conclusion, the distillation process helps separate the waste oil from lighter and heavier fraction, allowing the recovery of high quality waste oil for reuse in lubricant oil production. So the separated fraction can also be used as a feedstock for other application or further processing. So this method significantly reduce waste and the environmental impact of used lubricant oil. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Caesar and my student ID is 1201039x6. So I'll be explaining about the proposed control measure for our waste, which is lubricating oil. Okay, the first one is packaging and labeling. So the first, ensuring worker to use proper and suitable packaging. Okay, the best packaging method that we found for this waste is by using drum or oil barrel, since our waste is oil. So the next selection of packaging material, it is very important. Why? Because it is to keep chemical waste from any spill or leakage. Okay, so next is fastening shall be strong and able to retain. So which mean that after oil drum is full, so we must ensure that the seal is not easily to broke, so to avoid any spill or leak lah. Okay, next is for labeling. The employer shall provide training to the employee regarding about the proper labeling, importance of labeling, also as well for the punishment if they are failed to do so. Okay, next, employee also can assign a competent person to do the job, as the competent person are more they have more experience in that particular task. Okay, next is ensure that sorry okay, ensure that every packaging contain the label which consists of product identifier, supply identification, packaging signal word, hazard statement, hazard pictogram, and also precautionary statement. Sorry. Okay, to add to that, we found that engineering control also suitable for this waste. Okay, which for example, like modifying equipment or workspace, but using protective barrier, installing ventilation, and so on. Okay, for PPE, employer shall provide proper PPE that suit to the type of waste, such as safety gloves, safety shoes, spill kits, and so on. Proper PPE helps to avoid direct contact with chemical. Alright. Okay, hi. This is for the second point. So, second point is storage. It is on-site and off-site. Okay, for on-site, store lubricating oil and grease in a cool, dry place area to avoid label and container deterioration. Okay, second is ideal storage temperature is range between 32 degree Fahrenheit and until 77 degree Fahrenheit. So this statement I cite from the website, which is the publisher is Technical Bulletin and published on 2021. So third is to cover all drums with plastic cover to avoid any contamination from outside. Okay, fourth, it is advised to use bulk storage or tank or vessel in order to prolong the life of lubricants. Okay, the fifth one is store packaged oil lubricant away from the flow. Okay, meaning to say that, okay, this is the oil drum, right? It's oil drum, so this is the flow. So we use pellets or any object that can avoid the direct contact between the oil drum and also the flow. Okay, last but not least is to use equipment such as drum trolley. This is to assist the movement of oil drum into any specific location. Okay, for off-site, the first is schedule maintenance. It is by ensuring all the equipment that use lubricant oil inspected regularly, which mean around 2 or 3 times a week, something like that. Okay, next is using drip pens or secondary equipment. For the equipment that use lubricating oil, this is to avoid any spill or leak, to keep the environment clean, and also to avoid any potential health effect. Any potential health effect. So third is provide training on and education for those who are responsible for using lubricating oil off-site. Alright, and also last but not least is emergency response plan must be organized for both the organization and also off-site entities. So that's all from my part. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Lefrency Devin from DMOS 6A. Today I will present about control measure for transportation. First, pipeline. Pipeline first sensor inspection and maintenance must monitor pipeline condition and pressure to prevent oil leak. And it is also necessary to install belts, shutdown mechanism, and leak detecting system to rapidly stop oil and gas transport in an emergency. In next, design of tanker. Double hull inner gas system, ballast water management, and emergency response equipment must be built into tanker to reduce oil spill. And lastly, for transportation, technology investment. Technology investment can make oil and gas transportation more efficient, reliable, and environmentally friendly while eliminating human error. Okay, next I will explain about village plan. First, identifying and reporting. Implement an understood process for staff to quickly identify and report oil spill to authorities, emergency responder, and marketing party. Okay, next, containment and isolate. One can apply containment bombs, barrier, or other physical method to isolate the spill and prevent its spread. And lastly, safety measure. Responders are equipped with the requisite personnel, protective equipment, and adhere to safety protocols to mitigate the occurrence of accident and health hazard. That's all by me, and thank you.